If you're watching this video, chances are you're dealing with someone who's giving you mixed signals. One day he's all over you, the next day he's distant. Psychology research shows that 40% of adults struggle with emotional unavailability, and most women miss these 7 subtle warning signs. Here's what's happening. You think you're going crazy because his behavior doesn't make sense. But according to attachment theory developed by psychologist John Bowlby, this isn't about you at all. Emotionally unavailable people have specific patterns that psychology can predict. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and more importantly, what to do about it. Let's dive into the 7 signs. Sign number 1 is future faking. This is when he talks about future plans with you but never follows through. He'll say things like, "We should go to Europe together," or "I can't wait for you to meet my family." But when you try to make concrete plans, he gets vague or changes the subject. Psychology research shows this is a form of intermittent reinforcement, the same mechanism that makes gambling addictive. He's giving you just enough hope to keep you hooked without actually committing to anything real. If he's been talking about the future for months, but hasn't made any actual plans, that's your first red flag. Sign number 2 is the classic hot and cold behavior. One week he's texting you constantly, calling you beautiful, making you feel like you're the only woman in the world. The next week, he's barely responding to your messages. This isn't him being busy. This is emotional unavailability. Dr. Amir Levine, author of Attached, explains that people with avoidant attachment styles subconsciously create distance when they feel too close to someone. It's not personal, but it's definitely not healthy for you. Sign number 3. He avoids deep, meaningful conversations. You can talk for hours about movies, work, or current events, but the moment you try to discuss feelings, your relationship, or anything emotionally significant, he shuts down or changes the subject. Psychology research shows that emotional intimacy requires vulnerability, and emotionally unavailable people have a deep fear of being vulnerable. They've often learned early in life that showing emotions isn't safe. If you've been dating for months and you still don't know his fears, dreams, or what makes him vulnerable, that's a major sign. Sign number 4. He won't define the relationship. You've been dating for months, maybe even sleeping together. But when you ask, "What are we?" he says things like, "Let's just see where it goes," or "I don't like labels." Here's what psychology tells us. Someone who's emotionally available wants clarity too. They want to know where they stand with you. If he's avoiding the conversation entirely, it's because he wants the benefits of a relationship without the commitment or accountability that comes with it. Sign number 5 is perhaps the most damaging. He makes you feel like you're going crazy. You bring up legitimate concerns about his behavior, and he responds with things like, "You're being too sensitive," or "You're overthinking everything." This is a form of gaslighting. Dr. Robin Stern, author of The Gaslight Effect, explains that this happens when someone consistently denies your reality to avoid taking responsibility for their actions. If you find yourself constantly questioning your own perceptions and feelings, that's not you being crazy. That's him being emotionally manipulative. Sign number 6. He's only available on his terms. He expects you to be free when he wants to hang out, but when you want to see him, he's always busy. He makes last-minute plans and expects you to drop everything, but won't commit to anything in advance. Psychology research on relationship equity shows that healthy relationships require mutual consideration and compromise. If the relationship only works around his schedule and his needs, he's showing you that your time and feelings aren't a priority to him. Sign number 7. Look at his past relationship patterns. If every relationship he's had has ended because the woman was too clingy, too emotional, or wanted too much, that's not a coincidence. Dr. Sue Johnson, developer of emotionally focused therapy, explains that emotionally unavailable people often blame their partners for wanting normal relationship things like consistency, communication, and commitment. If he describes all his exes as crazy or needy, he's telling you that he sees normal emotional needs as problems. So what's really happening here? According to attachment theory, people with avoidant attachment styles learned early in life that emotional needs wouldn't be met consistently. As adults, they unconsciously sabotage relationships to avoid the pain of potential abandonment. This isn't an excuse for their behavior, but it explains the pattern. The important thing to understand is that this isn't about you not being good enough. This is about them not being emotionally ready for the relationship you want. Here's your action plan. First, trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Second, stop making excuses for his behavior. Third, have one clear conversation about what you need. If he can't meet you halfway, you have your answer. Remember, you can't love someone into emotional availability. That's work they have to do themselves. Your job is to protect your own emotional well-being and choose people who are as excited about building something real with you as you are with them. If this video helped you recognize some patterns, hit that like button and subscribe for more psychology-backed relationship advice. And remember, you deserve someone who's emotionally available and ready to show up for you consistently. What signs have you noticed in your relationships? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to check out my video on attachment styles to learn more about relationship psychology. I'll see you in the next video.